Leyland and the Tigers made it to the World Series again in 2012, but again came up short, this time against the Giants. Then, during the 2013 season, came a difficult decision.
He told me it was late August, early September, that he wasn't going to come back. Because, I kind of believed him, but after a while he kept talking about it. I knew he was serious, that he was going to do it. And I told him, I said, Jimmy, you better tell Dave.
Knowing him for so long, it didn't shock me because I just felt there was just a little bit of difference maybe, and you could just see he was getting worn down a little bit more as the year progressed. Not the game on the field itself, but the travels and that. But I didn't expect it. I was still very surprised when he told me.
Before making his retirement plans public, Leyland took one more run at a World Series. The Tigers would face the Red Sox in the ALCS. You win Game 1 at Fenway, and you seem to have Game 2 in hand, and you're going to leave Boston up 2-0, and you've got Verlander ready to pitch Game 3. Looks like you'll have a stranglehold on the series. David Ortiz comes up, and you bring in Joaquin Benoit. You had Phil Koch, veteran left-hander. Ortiz didn't have good numbers against Koch, and Koch is basically there to face a left-handed hitter in a situation like that. Why did you go with Benoit?
I just felt like Benoit was my best. He was my closer. He had the outstanding changeup, but I felt like, you know what? He's the best I got.
We've got Ortiz, who's never homered against Benoit. Bases loaded, 2 out.
This is a huge out. I'm going to go with my best. And unfortunately, he threw the right pitch. He just didn't get it where he wanted to. And of course, Big Papi hit the famous home run.
It's gone, a home run! Unbelievable!
And that was a killer, don't get me wrong. That was a killer, but I really thought it was so significant to that series. There's no question about that. Up 2-0 going home. That was a huge turnaround in that series. However, I still felt like we're okay because, what do you normally say when you go to Boston or the Yankees, say, wherever you go, let's get a split. Let's get a split. We got the split. We came home with Verlander. The game number 2 was a big swing game, don't get me wrong, but number 3 just added to the misery because that was a game that I felt we come home 1-1. We got Justin. He ended up pitching a great game. And of course, Napoli hit the solo home run to beat us 1-0.
The Tigers wound up losing the series in 6. And with that came the official close to the illustrious Major League managing career of Jim Leyland.
Nobody likes to manage the game more than he does. Nobody. He lived for that. And I think all the outside stuff was starting to get to him to where the travel, being away from home. I mean, we've been away all our lives, and then you come to a point where you go, I'm tired.
When it's time, it's time. And it's time. It's been a thrill. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for having me.